ya omanfo nyina Juma Makwaba de ba Oyerepa TV so busuafo no nsia etoso mienu abo ebre aso sey memu ni ama no nsem asemufo abo ni nyina no aso ne so ode ama me se mefa emremu ye ka mo se Oyerepa TV ubenya yen ewo kumase edum ye wo Wesley Methodist nchemu hwa ewo Asante mantamiemu na ye kan ensema hodo ide ebremu nwiri do so yenko hwede di makotene bi mra Yebe kwa mrashe bedwafie na beye na kakra nie na bedwane gitu mu se weed yetimi wi edue bi o my Ghana mu nenei Mr Speaker chirem de otimi dua ene de ontimi nua bi Yeko sekendi ene takrade mpotamo a waste management aso ye wo ho akeka ne ho a wanya baabi a ensufi ene neoma a enye yedi ni nyina beguo se de enkofra ensu anipa enom Yebeko dade ase ya eben afija ase na mane yesaka wo kire se abrante bia kobokro no ama yesi prosin kwche ne mra okoya a wosi onni prosin achi na prosin di ahoma so ne me atwena fa form te sesebe aponche yebekom yakohwemu nsem yefi oman Ghana mu a yebekon krofa man so nije man ekropon ni ame emu amane yesaka fro chese ku asi menei omanfo ni nyina se soja ban a waba no omuta na chi omeye adwuma emfama wo ensem bi atiti seyie agudie mu nsem eka ho adwadie nsem ewo mu bi enigedie kasebo eka ho ni nyina ya aboa no ayede ebesomo yede aseda Emmanuel College Department of Nursing ose enka nkyero se obeso kwaje ntete ewo school yi mu ena wo ye nurse ni mapa to anamo bra UDS certificate na wo ye school no abenya ena National Accreditation Board nso age womo atomo virtuous women ye kaimo ene ya wei edikosi echinechi memenda mumpai bompai ba ekoso no da fira amache no miensa dikosi no num mpai mu ewo ye 100.7 so no edu wa mu nyina mu fa mu hunyim na entumi emwa midin ede Akua Asiedua yemfa bre na yemfa kase ni nkyere mu nto amuso ene de Ghana man ma hyebedwafo ankwase mpo na nsem bi abeto dwa wo dwendwene hu bi ene se beye na wotwe ko na wotwe mienu nie ena weed ayebo nsamtai ehun komo beto abonten ni nyina no ne se parliament akwaji atum se esese yetimi dua bi ene ade yenuro na de ese ade ya ade sika bebro man no yema ho kwan kame ko se Ghana fo bi no ho tewo mo esansa ese yema kwan se free obi atimi kodua wi ni bi na no nei Mr Speaker Honorable Alban Sumana Bagben wachechirimu ne wotimi dua ne de ontimi nua ena wi ne so mu ahodo emu de hin na yenua ewo Ghana
Aban Baben awada emrashebegwa no ano akasa akyerɛkyerɛ nsɛmu ade afa na Court Control Commission Act 1040 ne ho ade afa ɔkwan a wɔrefa so agye wi dua ɛwɔ magnimu no atum wakyerɛ sɛ enoparodo na ente imsa emra yi ase sɛde ɛbɛyɛ a amafo bagye atum na afei so no wɔn ate nhyehyɛ ahoro a ɛnen ɛfa ho no ase wakasae
to erase or clarify some misinformation that is peddling in the country. This is in respect of the matters arising out of the passage of the Narcotics Control Commission Amendment Bill 2023. Central to our discourse today is Section 43 of the aforementioned Act. This particular clause bestowed upon the Minister of Interior the authority, subject to the Commission's recommendations, to grant cultivation licenses for cannabis. These licenses, however, were specifically limited to cannabis with a tetrahydrocannabinol, which is usually shortened THC content, that did not exceed 0.3% on a dry weight basis, and the cultivation was to be geared towards industrial and medicinal purposes. Industrial because they use it to produce jute sacks, and medicinal because they use it for a lot of medicinal purposes. Now, that type, I'm informed that we don't even yet have the seeds in Ghana.
yet one some no eso ayeko atoyemantum emu Zoom Lion adwuma wo my Ghana ene wafefo free hungry abrochimemu akabom ye ni wabesi waste water treatment plant sunkubi ewo takrade na ebefe nso dodo pa mene atoyemantum so afo yura ochidako mensa ne mpanimfo bi akoya mane akobia no ewo efia kwesimentim municipality no emu na nsam a efiri ho ba ebini
adwuma wei efa nipa 100 ye wa plant ba ko so wachire ha yewi e be kwakwohwe wo eno so fa nipa 300 ye wa medical waste eno so fa nipa 60 into hwe a within enfie miensa no 400 people are going to work here and pay na contractor ni kasa yes residents are mo betrem wo mo ni omoma wo mo ni omire obehu ani no na ahanso aye kuro kese ni nyina ne se ye boa yan kasa Ghana fo na adwumayefo ni agiwon dia yame na mo so bedane oman
sector very fast in their request for permits, for licensing, for approvals, for authorizations, so that the public sector will be very responsive to private sector efforts. So, in order of congratulatory messages, starting from God, naturally, the first goes for me to the President of the Republic.
On behalf of the government of Hungary, I would like to acknowledge with deep appreciation the partnership of the Ghanaian companies who were involved. I would like to acknowledge the companies and the great people of the Jospong group, including the sewage systems of Ghana, of Zoom Lion, of Memphis Construction, and many others involved.
President all over the country. Now, industrial sanction and medical waste, non-sewage systems. What it means in the day, waste it treats just 10%. So why more than that? It's a bit more. No, I mean, run over it treats. Yeah, recycle. Medical waste facilities. Yeah, there. So that the way you treat medical waste will not infect other people. And as a biochemist, every machine or machine or first class.
Yet one some so ye ba sentiment mu na ye koda de ase a ben afija ase abranti bia wodi mfie duonu nan ni din justice afram yeso akobo kro no ewo ho ma prosi formula meche no oni prosi ni no tentam se police ni so ba no aboa ne ho asie wafa ahoman bi e de abeso ne mene achichere no wotwe ne efa fom te se aboa sebe aponche na asemisi enu awukoi na emu nsensem ne de akoye bibia ewo ho ye behwe na yakwa kotie ensem no ye ba yebeko eche yakwa homa ne so na ye ni owura Anthony Akwe ya wonim de security policy expert edidi nkomo Center for Security Dialogue and Peace Advocacy atwetwe nkomo Mr. Akwe Oyerepa TV so ni majoe
yeah, Akua Mejoso Enyimiri.
Yeah, that's a papa say when you're bready amaye. Nkoma ekwe meji de say what be. O my Ghana yet years say dey.
Yo, Akua obikan maminchia Oyerepa TV ashofo ingala no wana wotie Oyerepa TV Enyimiri. Oyewan kasa na uko ni nala.
Bia tonka.
Nikoni yami a policy for when Juma per the constitution of the country, what that matter. Apart from there, what be ensure there's law and order, and then apart from there, we will make sure that life and protection of the properties of individuals in the country is being assured. No. We want to know there. Oba arrest the Obibiala offin there with the Jumabia within the Criminal Act, and don't say also what she the meaning panel. Now, Akua, moment there, a police for or virtue beer with the bona. In fact, within different jurisdiction, you will corner who will be what for do what they arrested will be with the bona. Now, generally, more there. So, I approach you, I will now, and now impa with the bona. Let's open there, impano. When you show any reason be there, book money and now there, about harming the police officers now. A conny be a new there, what they handcuff with the book inside. Impo police officers are mostly we use them handcuff it's just because of one personal security, another one personal safety. Now, say, about there, police officer obey used to excessive force. No, and brand new Kwande or the police officer who use what we call excessive force to arrest a victim of there what cause any criminal offense. Now, in Bemusono, we use what we call minimum force. The minimum force, and then Muslims up and they be in new in Samano, now it's rare. Akakabin send be there, Makwana one year, then one arrest, one hour phone call, or yeah, police custody now. And none the most almost use the minimum force.
And Miss Akwe, ma yensi minimum force equal na my next question and kami baby saw. Say minimum force no apply here. We said the yechi abranti fa for more. Utimi say maybe said the assembly by no or resist arrest or so me enchi no. And the police in so be an the boss and answer say station officer. Eso on kwachi no emfa ne mra. Nimi enu nyina no ye de ani hwemu a ne ompese ye beche no any police ni a ochi nipa no omumi enu nyina no wan ene bia wato oman ne mra sansa se de ahoma so nipa me ne ye twe no efa fom entwa yie ena wo so akodi bone ye frɛ wo police station ase wo nko no nimi enu ejina he
Akua se ye lihwe video ya just posting to asoma mekena. The police in or the Mabusu or yeah, Impa of there with the bonno con. Now about you from the day. When pay cry. Na ni no ma or the impany and there or the still also come to the arrest. In a walk police station no mechino na why than what on Bequando while lodge a complaint. Ano krano about two issue na be civil case na once when police in ebosha the mean the maybe bebre in a debia one mameka there or there yenya independent police complaint commission for Ghana manimu inti sababan debia civilian only police in yasama nanka yeda kama oya independent police commission nanka washu shatamnum na sababan dam na senya dam independent commission to Ghana yenye sisiana ko US awo nti assembly bada between civilian and police so why are someone basa nti minya ba bisaya when tree issue video ya yehwe ya when tree kwa na wada ye condemn them activity.
Yes, baby, oh my Ghana, keka koi. Ya ko yes, morality and sense some from. Ya de be link school 42 nansen. De akokɔ so ya TTBA. Omutimi bu ye teacher fo, timi kopa headmaster bo, ya kopa jato ni ka mu na school ni oma ni ye wia. Ya di case study no ya recent the Sadal College. Ni ko so ya se chip ho no mo ko. Phone chip adidi kan kwa phones yesi yemfa nko schools ahodo mu motimi de akwa wia mo ho de akwa motimi ko chip ho me no oba ko fo ba ko edi ni ti hwedade so ne ekoi mate se wa wo de ho so bo na Ghana Education Service and of school management board adan no mo na wo bo mo so bo
yo Akua no ko mekan pepepe oye abstract the issue ya we see oya da me de so bo mo da bo Ghana Education Service only the management board of Adesada and info various institutions in the country. Okay, Sabosha Subana Impali Denedi recently now. Going forward now. Already there, Ghana as a country, they are more serious, especially Soban, Bamba Samuel schools are no Pana, Yabutu Yabo, or yeah, your number 4 Bango schooler. Okay, some pieces here now. There, any institution or country ma over security policy document. Apart from the school, I'm Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, or more than a document, you know. Maintain the school there will be. Also there, security policy document. In the moment only being there, or share a corner or your school no, but for that, or bomb for man. Impono or church more formal in terms of security way another about one personal security. In the teachers and non-teaching staff in Nala, a church on the corner, one father in terms of one personal security. Aside that, so policy document, a bomb be an intrusive detective system. So, intrusive detective system, no, or yeah, a lot of protocols are. Say, what would be the school? School in one, another teacher in, another non-teaching staff. On the more we are be a hen or local. The margin over in Nigeria, main gate Nala no one tag. It is a Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. In your do main gate Nala no one more tag. So your visitor with Momo. In a say, look for any other issue with Momo and Sana enter school. And to be better, and a tag no boy. No one will say the mean or code. Now, linking to other side like some more code. The policy documents are making. On there, school behind because of that church or house match that the corner one partner, 1 year the one monitor student in terms of warning behavior and activity. Should there even UN, police and civilian standard crossing. Police you could be our double. Civil and Coco 451 woman. No, but then house master, on order should import more than 500, 600 for one dormitory. It them, policies in your Mama Mind there, apart from the house master, no. Now, need the picture. One shop corner, school for no one, and a mono to them. There are a lot of other policies, another strategies, another. Procedures and protocols are what to do for more domestic mama activity with democrat on before I about what when you tip up that. See, make 29 there or the when you domestic policy document. Okay. No one should find out what go on Bambos.
Okay. Yedase papa unya security document no ene sa wodi ye adwuma ne nso ejina ne baabi ne nso ye bre ne ntie de nyina besia me sa akoi brepemu no ye besan aba wo nkyɛn na wama ye entete owura Anthony akoi eye adwuma or security policy expert Center for Security Dialogue and Peace Advocacy ono ena ye ne no etwetwe nkomo no ye to ansam ne so na ya konfifi mantam ya enwomesuamu ane eda so ejina na nanoma yemfo ne omanfo a ewo gomo akwa ye wo gomo west mensinimu ewo fifi mantamu de adesre nam wo mesua soafo na fei wode kotuma mpani ne aban ne nyina anim se omra na ometwa wani hwe won wa hyeda Dr. Seye Wadutum ya wo minister ne din waboyira Eric Jan wo ye DCE ena owura Bismarck base nkum ese yemposo a teacher fo famre wo mo na JHS ba ko pe wo ho no woni a teacher fo
Kofi Sechia otosunum ene no ne nsam trofo di nkoma a wo cheche nsemu kire onum se eye school num no Jesus level no wo kuta teacher ni ba ko pe primary nsu kuta teacher for mensa eye KG ekopim primary 6 na nti wo ka teacher for no bo teacher for 9 ene wo mo kire mofra no KG kopim Jesus na de wo se nam so di nsunsan so bone pa ene be wonum nanso won mo kuro no won mo adwuma de bia wo friend education foundation a wo jeje to mofra wo timba won homodin kopi secondary school no wo de pia wonum ma won mo etimi sua de ebe ye mpanipa de makuro no so sansa teacher for a won mo ho ni enyina DCE any education director wo ho asesa wɔn schools ahodoɔ na piapia wɔn akɔ schools afoforo a ebi ntumi ɛma wɔn hɔ ne ti nam so ɛma nsusuaso bɔ ne paa na de bɛgya wɔn mmɔfra wɔn twɛ BC no wɔn ntumi ntwa ntoa so ɛsan sɛ teacherfoɔ ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛnso wɔn ɛso ɛno na ɔkyerɛ sɛ adaworoma wɔn a ɔka bi ɛwɔ mu ne Ghana aban wɔn mmɔden asɛ wɔn bɛdi teacherfoɔ no bi mmɔden asɛ ɔdi teacherfoɔ no bi ɛbɛba school mu hɔ abɛsɔ mmɔfra no mu ama wɔn atumi akyɛ wɔn adeɛ na wɔn anyini abɛyɛ mpanipa ɛde ama wɔn Nana Kofi Sechi ne nsɛm ebi eni
na train mpo enyi bere sama ne yɛ train KG ika teachers ka ho KG teacher fo nyina wo ka ho na train KG1 KG2 wo hɔ a class 1 to class 6 no KG2 no be ko teacher for 3 no wo school sesi America sei aban na teacher for one by 3 enkan so ne was set class bia won teachers JSS ne wo teachers be 8 so abia yi wo nyina free ha ma aka teacher for 3 wo JSS primary school ho yen hwede yen ko JSS won so ofi JSS 1 na kosi JSS 3 no to teacher yin ba ko ofana mahama onu po opra transfer na meka pa ne cho on my pa ne cho da mesren ohun mobo no onbo amafran kakra nkosi bra aban de beba an wa akwa transfer man ne teacher no de tia nansia no wadi head for abeko na head mpo so okọ nansia re be 2-3 weeks mfa na 1 month are no wadi head for abeko yim yen head ne ye adwuma
Sanso and I put in Central for Bopini school mu any more for one prempeni be a church on
teachers no more primary no bebo any years yard me catch a Ghana by some my teachers na yen to me yard yen queen
but any teachers into primary teachers no more by any years yard me catch a ban say yes no my teachers in him wapa
Konsam fufuro emu a Ghana Nurse Midwife Trainees Association ko GNMTA ene wode adesrede nsato nsaye mo pa ban chew sani monimu ya omo allowances bi akamu aban mehweme yi free on fama wo mesanse bebre no ano omo gina so de bo won bra ya mpo ebinum de bi ekohwe fie wo se be ya fie twemu no ene sika ni bi akamu ya omo bono na nsan kra ya mefusika ba ye no omo gidi senka ban no beti nani na nka eka wo ho no obeyi afri ho nenso edaso atese de etie enunti womunam wopeni national president a wodi edumbisa Pascal eso e de adesere eto abanyanim na yeko zoom ahmane so na yene no akase di nkomo kakra we free so ai oba yene no beresa na wo so ntitwi nti ye beka ne brofo na watimi acheche niamani so e de akire yen oba pa ye de ne beba ye to so ransom fufuro emu a asantimantami mu galamse enkomo na yedie amanse wesmensini assembly no wo mantami mu akeka won ho ya wonam so se wo ye community mining scheme bi wo manso mosia so afi abranse ya kroma samai manso banko ani nyina wo impotamo se ne be ya woni a eye wotutu sika kakra no small scale mining for no mpanifo betimi ede wakọ enkrata so sa na moyi this year owo mpesane so ene tu ye ya wonam so se won se omo won hihye ya ye gitu sika no nti obi eba woni so se de won se nsuo na fe kwaye
Amansia West District Assembly enengo asantemantam yimu prempren ayanhye ahoro ede apa sustainable community mining hontoma ewo nkro ahoro abiesa eye emosia so abranse ya krom asaman efe banko kam eyi beboa ama nhye ahoro a enen efo mining ho no won atimi edi ehu adwuma Amansia West District Assembly no na wone Lands and Natural Resource Ministry no akabomu a woridi sa adwuma yi na adwumadi no ase na oswaifo abedi akiri honorable Mreku Duka akasa and wachere say community mining imprempren won apa ehuntumai ebeboa magana emebun anya adwuma ye
jurisdiction. Our duty is to formulate policies, so if arrests have been made, I mean it must be channeled accordingly, but we are in it together. We are one government and we'll try our best as how best we can coordinate to get some of these illegal miners arrested to bring it to the barest minimum. However, it is the collective responsibility of all Ghanaians to ensure that we clamp down these recalcitrants and don't ever think that government alone can ever resolve this. It must be the consensus kind of effort to, in a way, addressing this canker.
Efei abang ana emusini a wonen so owo biai ho eye ononyamfo alenu enso ekasai.
Kwasam ne se so he mine na dwumadi a ye bebie ya de adwuma ahodo ebebre yemanfo ama hawa na ewo district yebunu ni adwuma ye no ni nyina no ebeboa ama yebunu no enye adwuma ye ka agudie adore ewo amansie asasi na so na emrebia no bebia agudie wo bia na hawo ahodo so ewo ho te befa emrakwan so na ihye pa so e de dwumadi a eniama pa wa agudie mu ni ihye mpuntu ahodo a wo se nye free agudie wo ha no betimenya ama ni nyina no aboa ye
Ohen a onen owo emosia so abranse na daku jawu enso kasai na sei ena o kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛmu edifai
adwuma na amoyeye no afa nso obi aya na odekọ nebusuem akọhwɛ ne yere ne ma ya ya nwene o ma na ayeye mo adwuma no so enti mesrese na MP kasa na wose ya yentua tax ukotua tax ma aban na adwuma de kuro na awudi dwuma wo mo no so wadwene kuro no ho na waye bibia ma kuro no na kuro no so anya ho mfaso.
Abusuafo ye cycle ye chi na yarese Pascal Adumbisa aba homa ne so a ono ene national president Ghana Nurse Midwife Trainees Association ai ne omo so allowance bi atiakam aban ne ntria ma wo mo atanma ehye ye kwa homa so na ye ne di enkomo. Mr. Adumbisa, this is Oyerepa TV. Good evening.
Good evening.
How is your association doing?
By the grace of God, we can't complain.
We've heard you are you've released the statement concerning your allowances. What really is the problem?
Pardon, madam.
What is really your problem with your allowances?
Okay, thank you so much. With the issue of allowances, trainees and midwives, as we speak now, it's been over a year now. There have not been payment of the allowances. And when I say there's been over a year, the current first years, they have been owed about 17 months. Then those who are in second year have been owed about 17 and 14 months.
I see.
Then the current third years have been owed about 14 and 17 months. And those who have just completed have been owed about 9 to 12 months.
And what has the government been telling you?
Thank you so much. As national executives of the association, we try our best possible together with our mother union, which is the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, make follow up severally on the stakeholders, that is Ministry of Health and other relevant stakeholders as far as the trainees and midwife allowance are concerned, and make the several engagements. But with all the several engagements we had, we have always had empty assurances that the ministry is working tirelessly, government is working tirelessly to have these allowances paid. But till now, we've not had any positive disbursement of the monies to the trainees.
I see. And have you exhausted all avenues?
Yes, madam. We've tried the best possible. As an association, we believe in the philosophy of non-violence and the use of dialogue measures to get our issues resolved. So we've tried all the measures, we've engaged them, we've made follow-ups, and so we've not received any positive results.
So what's your next point of action since nobody is saying anything to you?
Yeah, considering the importance of the allowance, that's what we say. When you look at the importance of the allowance for trainees and midwives, unlike other professionals where they have time to work, even pushing themselves during vacations, we have to engage ourselves at the hospitals. Now, students who are going on hospitals to do their clinical practicums, they don't have money on them, but they have to rent places, they have to feed themselves. So looking at it is a matter of urgency that we are calling on government. So if government should not respond to us, because we have a table of actions within ourselves, and if government should not respond to us, we would communicate to the media our next line of action.
I see. I'm giving you the opportunity to pour out your heart to the government. People are listening to you. The government may take a positive step going forward.
Thank you so much. As the kingpin of the Trainees and Midwives Association of Ghana, I'm calling upon government as well as other stakeholders and the entire Ghanaians to reason with the trainee nurses and midwives. Because when we look at the kind of suffering that trainee nurses and midwives are going through, it's a lot. These same trainee nurses and midwives we are talking about work as professional nurses. When you go to your various hospitals, you see them pushing patients, you see them moving from one ward to another, running shifts.
Hello, Pascal. Hello, say Pascal ahoma ati atom na sama menene kan ye kakra bi no eye omo allowance akam ya busuafo se aban na buru be afeni feni omo bochira na mibisa no se ede na aka no se mpanifo ba na ye be mo excuses ye be chirechirem enti na se omo be ye den oso mguso e ka ho asem na ni nyina emu no aban na de omo ka ebidi abosome nwotwe ebidi afeni bosome mienu ebidi afeni bosome ensia a ekọ nanim pa sika ne so aboa omo ye adwuma ewum so omo gentete de na so be ko hospitals ahodo na uhu anese fo nketu aye adwuma koba no a na ye omo a ewo training no nursing training for no enti aban ne mepenhwe na omo a wo mo ba bia na meni na duru a humanity to mu no eye de omo be ye anaso se omo hwe na omo ne mpanimfo nkasa eno na no afi ase eka ya humanity to mu no da chi bi no enkomo no ba ye besan atoa so e de afiri ho ye firi woni ewuransam foforo emu a Abaika chipeni okwabri East Assembly mu eyora opoku agiman bonsu ene wodi adese aseda emum ama mampani akufo ado ne MPP aban se wo abeye kwan ahodo bi ewo kwabri East ho na wonam so asere omanfo no ese oya bibia ne omu enya abotre na enoma ebekoyie
Asante mantem ha mansi a wa kwan atete apansam no kwabri East eka ho ene abrewa yipuma kwam ama Ghana aban na nado danko akufo ado eda no ahye enumase a wo ye akwan ahodo ewo ho MCE oro opoku agiman bonsu ede na ase ama aban no asre ne se dodo na aka entuonto aso na onye akwan ahodo no na omanfo asetenam enhai wonom ewo akoniabadie mu ode afutu ama ne manfo se wonya atwen honhom se de mansi no so no adwuma no yeje baabi no enuru ho a ase hwe nkoso nanso so aban no gusu a wo ye adwuma da ase bo a obia benya no so nene de
se wo ko records mo rules for no ha ye municipality so pa we came free a ye yakwan no kilometers no ye obi chen obia e origin ha that's one enti mo so no nti kokoba se omu hunu se ya we hakura afo hunu se onyei enu nti na meka ye se ye do man panyina se desi o metie yen o he ne ekoso a se metima me se man ponten tan rules asase afi so ye Kenya Setan rules enso asase link rules ufriko ba koso kokro ba koso ufri man ponten ekodwuma na afo ekokosi ahojo ye no so asase ufri aboa so turu wadi adwuma kase ekokosi Brofi Edu Junction ye no so asase na secondary city so anyakopon adom aban di aka ho no ye no so no ye ba be ye areas bi ye ba be ye ehwa o start F-Life for Junction so e be hwe se ehwa market na nim ho no ye be ye within 6 months na ewie afi so ye san so be hwe man pointing okay academy afa faadi na chese ebasa na chese aban no enyi mfiri kra na akwan no ye nya access kakra emsa ka other areas too like that example o mention town rules no be bisa o send ehwa so because when community so pa e ko abre ha 42 polling stations and ye no so no ehwa no hu se aban no so nyomo fim o mo ade shepe kwa jima me so kra wona me free e also so no they will also be considered.
Yeko konfanochi ayaresabia mu Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association womo esi edan bi a eto aso beye miensa ultramodern 3-story ye no ewoji hwa konfanochi na botaye wodi esi wo Nightingale Educational Complex bi wo a anese fo omo awo nkwada a womo abadwuma eho no mde omo mane koja ana omo ko school nkitinkiti fam se de be ya omo ame no betimi aye adwuma na eho nsam eni.
Gaps in terms of many of the specialized units where specialist nurses were working.
Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association imprempring SC Odang Soronko ewo Okonfanochi Teaching Hospital ewo Kumase na saa odangi eye Nightingale Educational Complex nefa a enen ewo hono sade ebeya ebeboa ma adesua ene adechere etimi akonkan ewo biai ho openinga onen ena oda association no ano Mrs. Perpetua Ofori Ampofo achere se enisuade hunu a wode by school ni mu no ebeboa ma adesua akoso yiye papa
we have been able to complete this project to give room for junior high secondary school. So the future vision is to have an SHS and also have even a tertiary level education. And I believe our forebearers have done a lot. It's our time to do something and also leave a legacy for those ahead of us to come.
Eningachi ena openinga onena woye chairman ema PTA no enso ekasai.
This project is meant for Ghana Nurses and Midwife Association, as you know, purposely for only them, but later on they want to open up for all the public to come and also enjoy the facility as education. So that was the privilege, and I got that privilege to bring my children here, and then I enjoy the school, everything that they are doing, about their performance and everything. What they have done is more than even university level, but they have everything that university are enjoying in this facility. 3 to 4 years back, we were having a lot of challenges, as I was telling you, but now I don't think we have any challenge in the school again. But everything that the school needs has been built, and then they have brought everything, not like only the building, all the furniture, anything the children need, even in our modern.
COVID eba ye mfiemiensa enie ewom se anu abrase kakra de nanso apomde mu anim defo ka kire se da so ane yete nti ya yekoye nim ne yenhwe yi COVID ba ye no aban we ye mampani adodan kwakufu adoda no ekasai bra na woni Ghana fo kasa kwasi ada na adwo a ye tu din fellow Ghanaians no de tu dwa se oman no ana aban afensuo ho ka abosome kakra bi ne nkane a ema Ghana fo ebo sepa eno achi yete yese yede ho ka no abrayen ya yekusu etuetua nene water na so se nsuo nyuma hodo ni bi ekyese aban ne de won ka nsuo na obo na bosia e de ma omanfo no ho aketua na koye twintwan wabeye hyiemu okontanse ya wobosum twemensimu asantemantamu ho na mpanimfo de nsem ikotuja.
With the continuing difficulties occasioned by the pandemic, I want to state the government intends to continue to support the most vulnerable in our society. Government will thus continue to pay the electricity bills for our nation's 1 million active lifeline customers for the next 3 months, i.e. January, February, and March. Additionally, all 1,500,000 customers of the Ghana Water Company, whose consumption is not more than 5 cubic meters a month, will not pay any bill for the next 3 months, i.e. for the months of January, February, and March.
Anamua Ghana mampani etuye aka ho bi ama yumakuwa ekoba ne sa wona na wohwe ade ensuo kɔ nkrunkru ahodio mu no ano dema ene wode adehwode eto abayanim se juma ho ma odi ye sika ne bi aka mu a enam so ama enya nsusuanso wo juma odi so eno mu ene wo wie ne se abaya ahwe ne wantua ekaya ama omo a ebedu baabi no nya ade a obetimi ade ensuo akɔ nkrunkru ahodio mu amatemifo nso enya bia no.
System did well in supplying free water for 1 good year. We've done our best going to the district assembly, contacting the CWSA how to get this money, but still we are not getting it. Though they've paid some, the total amount was around 3.3 and something Ghana cedis, but they've made some few payments and now they are owing us 151,000 Ghana cedis.
We use about 140,000 to produce water to the community, and our sister community, which is Kuntrase, there too the government is owing Kuntrase water system 150,000 Ghana cedis. Quite recently, our pump developed faults. Somebody assisted at about 26,000 before we were able to repair the pump. So we have an electricity too. They are demanding the electricity base, and we are owing electricity by about 80,000 because of the free water. In case the government fails to pay that cost, it it means we are not going to sustain the system. As very soon we will be heading towards the dry season, our communities who face water problem very well.
Mpobihene Nana Owusu Sapon, our year to train the Emanet Coas. Enkasi mu ewo dwumadi na se akire se ho akohia pa se wona osoplan su ma enkura hodo no nyina ede won ba bedon mu na nam so ama mu Ayedua ode wa asem betu dwa penfu betie no wo asompem.
We have set this NetCoWAS up. NetCoWAS is not only for the sustainability of the water system, but we are also forming a forum whereby our voices can clearly be heard. Because if only one community goes to talk about the monies promised to them, which are not being paid, it will not be effective. Like maybe 10, 20, 50 communities together, their voice will be much more heard. That is why we are entreating other communities to come and join NetCoWAS so that we will form a bigger forum where our voices will be.
Ebusiafo ye begina de akoso wonsuo ene sika omohwesa ban de bebre o mesanse kan bia da so awom na ye de kase akwahomegim tietietia ye ba ene ya wodanti owusu mezaya ena e dispose e bebre yenumre.
Kasebono eko ahumjim eba se agudie mu nsem na yede etu also ye ma wadro na yasanso amakwaba medin ede bright osu Messiah 2020-2021 Ghana Premier League season no ewo Obuase Linkley Sports Stadium na Obuase Ashanti Gold etena fie ene club for the Inter Allies a boy game no eba na wie no na as good as enson am Inter Allies and so antimi and shebi na mom Inter Allies player Hasmin Musa as a 2 on goals owie nchemo de be man ene se na empanifo na se players no ahyehye ho se omo de game no eko akotwa bet ye for the match fix no eno nti ana obesha no 2 goals and I'm so Emma Ghana Football Association panifo at the tabo eto players ni bia esi akan ewo game no players be adronu minu 22 players and a sanctions eko edimomom ebi enya 2 years sanction ebi enya 4 years empanifo edi club nanim amoso punishment ahodwo eko de momom ama Dr. Kwaku Frempong ana Ashanti Go samre no ono ana ne edi anim ne ba Emmanuel Frempong de omo eje 15 years and 10 years ban and I'm so Emma Bani eba no ene the Professional Footballers Association of Ghana and the FIFPro